Welcome back to another The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and today we are looking at roid shields, because, I don't know, I thought those would be an interesting one to start with for the shields. I'm going to go slightly out of order and start with the Hide of Terra. As you can see, it is equipped on me now with those nice little flames going around my shield. But, before I dig into that, roid shields, for anyone that don't know, are shields that when you break your capacity, and this might kill me, you gain roid damage, and you pretty much don't want to have a 9 out of 5 ward with the roid shield. That would be stupid. As you saw, it recharged way too quickly. So the Hide of Terra here, let's just first compare it to a regular roid shield. And here is our regular roid shield with the same parts, Maliwan, Hyperion. And the Height of Terra, you have more capacity, more recharge rate, a faster delay, which kinda sucks, way more roid damage, which is spectacular. That's a lot more. In fact, the Hide, I believe, has the most roid damage in the game. I will compare it to the others here to confirm that. But you also gain Nova when the shield breaks, like a Nova shield, and spike damage when enemies melee you. So it's kind of a super shield. It does so much to have roid, Nova, and spike. It does a ton besides just having awesome stats. And you can see there, all the stats are pretty much better. Recharge rate's pretty important, because when it starts to recharge, you want to get it to full as fast as possible so you have some durability. Yeah, I don't know what else to say there's about the Hide. I mean, it's a bitch to farm, because you got to get it from Terra, and it's a rare drop, and to get good parts on it is even harder. But, I guess let me just compare it to the other roid shields here. So, compared to the Punchy, you see a lot more. Compared to the Love Thumper, that's a lot more roid. To the regular melee, the grounded Love Thumper, which that's not fair, that's the one I'm actually using for my build, so that's not quite the same. To a blue, it's obviously bigger than that, and it's still bigger than the Order. So, actually I'm going over Bandit shields, not just roid. So we'll get to that stupid pot of gold later. So the Hide of Terra, it is essentially the best melee shield. It does take more maintenance, because you have to keep it down, which means, you know, a lot of grenades at your feet, or get suckered into getting hit by an enemy. It takes more skill to use it than the Love Thumper, but you get a lot more damage out of it. I mean, that's a big, significant chunk of more damage. It's crazy how much more that is, even with that Nova. So, yeah, it's just really hard to compete with. It's better defensively because it actually does, you know, get back up when you want it to. One trick with roid shields that's tough is if you have bar, you can't really use them well because they're going to recharge so fast. And then obviously you saw how fast Ward made that come back, which is way too fast for its own good. But the Hide is the gold standard in roid shields. If you really want to do melee and do it right, you pretty much want to use that. There are exceptions, but it's hard to beat. So now we're going to go to the Punchy. And the Punchy, compared to the regular purple melee shield, you just have increased stats all around. But the only really big one there is recharge rate. Now you have increased delay as well. Let's compare that to the Hide. It's a little faster than the Hide, and like I was just saying, recharge delay isn't really great on roid shields. So the Punchy is almost designed for like a one hit, and then you get your capacity back with that faster or low delay, but also really high recharge rate. But unfortunately, Zero really works around keeping it down for deception with Many Must Fall, and it's already hard to do that with the Hide. And then Punchy makes it even harder, but with the Punchy you don't even really get much increased roid damage. Let's go back and look at this. You are barely getting more roid damage out of that. The only benefit is the recharge rate, that it comes back so fast, but it comes back too fast. Now, if the Punchy had, let's say, a really short delay, but a really high roid damage, so to make this shield really good at what it is, instead of like a many must fall shield, it would be more like a single roid hit with like Grim to get your shield back up with 0. So to use that, you'd be better off. You would need more roid damage to make it worthwhile. So if the hide here has, is that 2 million? Or off a decimal? 2 million, and this has 1.4 million, this really should have like 2.4 million. And then maybe like a 1.2 delay or something. So you get hit, you lose that shield, you absolutely wreck someone, and then your shield comes back. That would be a cool design. But as it is, it's just slightly better than a regular roid. But it might not even be better because of the delay. So it's a really hard shield to kind of wrap your head around really using. Now, you could maybe use it if you're kind of doing an off-kilter, like Axton melee or something like that. But yeah, it's hard to find a use for this. It is easy to get because you can just buy it out of a Seraph vendor. That's the one good thing. But it's just not that great. And I guess, I mean, it's probably easier to get than a regular purple roid because world drops are a pain in the ass to farm. So it's probably one of the easier roid shields to get. That's its bonus. But it's a Seraph. You have to get Seraph crystals to buy it. It should be better than this. So I'm going to stick by my, it should have like 2.4 million roid damage. And even a quicker delay. So it really embraces that different melee style. So next going down, we have the Love Thumper. And I checked, this does have Hyperion Maliwan, even though it doesn't look like it. God, I still got this phlegm cough going on. I really apologize, guys. It's annoying, and I wish it would just go away. But it's lingering. So, a Love Thumper has basically lowered recharge rate, very much lowered recharge delay, and then you get a Nova that when you hit your melee, a big Nova goes off. Similar to the size of a Cobra Nova. And my grenade's going to kill me right now. Do I have... I think I have. Yeah, I can do that. Oh no, I can't. I forgot. That's embarrassing. I forgot that's not grounded, and I learned my lesson the other day doing that. But, so, when the Love Thumper goes down, it stays down. And the Nova helps, but the Nova also does... Let's see if I can just throw regular grenades at my feet. Nope. There we go. Oh, that wasn't enough. Why does it have to be so hard to break your shield? Let's go. Let's see if this... Nope. So apparently I can't break my shield. So we're just going to live with this. But when you use this shield, you get that big Nova. The bad thing about the Nova is it does friendly fire damage to nearby friendlies. And since it's a friendly damage, they do not get the health gate bonus from it. So you can knock them down in one hit with this, which is very bad. Yep, still just too much. But you can see this, it's not recharging. Can I just drop this? Yes. There we go. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing to melee because I'm in Sanctuary. But I think there is hitboxes here I might be able to get to kind of demonstrate this. Usually Scorn hits something around there. I thought there's something around here that Scorn usually attacks. That's an actual hitbox. I can hit the piano. I wonder if I can melee that. I know you can shoot it. So there you see, there's the melee bonus, but unfortunately the Nova is not going off of the piano. But you can at least see the melee bonus coming up there. That's kind of cool that this is a hittable object. Alright, so the Love Thumper doesn't have great Roid damage, it's the same as a regular shield. The Nova helps give you extra damage, and it hits other enemies around for crowd control. But the problem with this is, you can see here, I have no shield protection. So, with a regular Roid shield, you drop your shield, you hit a few enemies, you get your shield back. So you have protection. But a Love Thumper, you're just sitting out there exposed. Because you don't have any extra protection. It's not like a Rough Rider, where you have damage reduction and extra health. You're just sitting here with very little health. And a lot of times if you're playing melee, you got the Rapier, which means if you get hit by melee, you also take double damage. So you're exposed to the elements by using the Love Thumper. And that's not necessarily a good thing. You can get yourself in big trouble, and basically you have very little survival with this. And that's the downfall of the Love Thumper. A lot of people like it because it's kind of melee easy mode. You don't have to manage your shield. You can just get it down and keep going. And I use this with my Melee Maya, but Melee Maya's got Life Tap, Kinetic Reflection, Restoration, a bunch of ways to help her survive with only that. But Zero doesn't. Zero's got like nothing. So if you use the Love Thumper with Zero, especially at OP8, you're kind of asking for it, so you can't really complain if you go down all the time and everything pretty much one-shots you, because, yeah, you don't have a shield and you don't have any defense. So you should expect that rather than complain about it. So now it's coming back. And that's with 9 out of 5 ward. So that's the Love Thumper. Can be great, but use at caution, and be careful with it. Next we have the Order. So the Order is blue. I guess I can compare it to that purple, but it should have lower stats than a purple because it is based off of blue, not a purple. So based off this blue here, you have increased Roid damage. You have a lower recharge rate once again. I don't know why they do that with all these. It'd be nice if they'd increase them to like a 4. Yeah, that'd be a good number. But the Law and Order, the Order is cool because if you have the Law, as you see here, as it says, any melee damage you deal also heals you. So that's not quite Moxie where you can throw a grenade and heal, but when you do melee damage, you get healed from it. And the Order's got pretty solid Roid damage. You say it's just shy of what a purple one would be. So that's solid. The lower rate kind of sucks, but it's not much. And the lower delay, again, it'd be nice if they just increased them a little bit rather than keep decreasing them. But it's an awesome Roid shield because of its synergy with the Law. And the Law does 100 melee damage. The only other gun in the Rapier that does increase melee damage, which is awesome. So it's a nice combo. It sucks in normal mode because they don't scale up if you wait to finish it. And you get them at like what am I looking for? Like really far apart level-wise. So like they never kind of match up, which is awkward. Like they should kind of come in similar quests together, but in true Vault Hunter mode, you can just wait till you're level 50 to accept them. So it's a good set. It's great for leveling up. end game it leaves a little bit to be desired, but it's an easy one to get. So if you don't want to deal with the Love Thumper and you're having trouble farming a hide, the Order is a decent shield to tie you over until you get that. And that's it for the red text roids. Now, for some stupid reason, this shield is a bandit, when booster shields are typically dull. Now, the pot of gold is one of the dumbest items in the game, and it's one of the rarest. So, the pot of gold has an incredibly low chance to drop a booster. It has not great stats. It's got a terrible well, this is all pangolin, so that's why the delay's that bad. But the dumbest thing is when it drops money, unless they've patched this recently, and I'm going to... Do I have anything I can do self-damage with? No, so I'm going to go out to where I can get hit. And I'm going to turn on my bar just so I help that delay a little bit more. I'm just going to run around and get shot here and get it to drop some money. Just trying to see a good map. Might as well just do Lynchwood. Get those guys shooting me on the platform and see if I can get any money to drop. Now typically the percent wouldn't be that lower, but it does have a lower percent than a regular booster with the same parts, which is really dumb. Alright, so there it is. I got money. Did you see it? $2. The money doesn't scale up in levels. So even if you want to use this shield to let it recharge here. Oh, get out of there. And look at that terrible recharge rate. Oh, it's even slow. Oh, I do have pangolin parts on it, which have bad, so... That's not entirely its fault. I probably should have got better parts on it. Where is it? No. Alright. Come on, guys. Alright, I'm gonna have to run away again. I wanted to get it to drop money another time so I can demonstrate that it never gives you any money worth a damn. Now, to get this shield, you have to get it to drop from the Leprechaun in the Clan Wars mission, but that little fucker doesn't respawn. So you either have to keep save quitting and failing that mission to get it. That guy's got a damn powerful weapon, so that isn't going well. Drops my shield too well. It's not him, it's the guy with a torque. Alright, let's just take care of him. Ah, shit, he's gonna die from cloud kill. Come on. There we go. Alright. Keep shooting.
So, who's next?
Alright, we got a booster. $2. Are you kidding me? So at OP8, this thing drops $2 freaking dollars. It's the dumbest thing in the world. This shield is terrible. And it only drops money, so why doesn't it have an increased chance? And the money should scale with your level. It is the dumbest shield I've ever heard of in my entire life. It is just infuriating that it's just this bad, and it's that rare and that hard to get. And it's just a complete waste of a gear slot. It's not like some of those terrible shields like the Cradle and the WTF that can kill you. But it's a terrible shield to begin with. It's a bad booster because it has a low chance. And it doesn't drop shit for money, and that's supposed to be the special effect. I mean, If it's dropping money, once again, the money should scale, and it should drop money at a high rate, because it's only money. It's not like the Big Boom Blaster is dropping grenades and rockets, or other booster shields that are actually like increasing your, or bringing your shield back. It just drops nothing but money. I don't know. I absolutely hate it. So, that's Bandit shields. Mostly roid with one weird booster, odd, stupid shield. So let me know what you guys think of these shields in the comments below. And I'll be continuing these shields. After shields, I will do grenades, and then save relics for last. So I hope you guys enjoyed once again, and I'll see you later. Bye.